Okay, so I want to do a quick video here explaining about how I create evergreen content. And what I want to do is start with just showing you, I have in my gear review section of my website, you can see I've got camping gear, for example. So if I click on camping gear, I've got various reviews here on tarps and mesh tents and hammocks. And if we go back, quilts and little pillows and that kind of thing. Now, what you can do is when you've got enough quality reviews like this, you can combine them. So, for example, what I did is if I type in wild stealth camping guide, and we do a search on Google for the wild stealth camping guide, I'm at the top. In fact, I think you could even just do wild camping guide or stealth camping guide, and I still come up pretty high on the individual terms as well. Yep, so there I am for wild, and I think so. I'm on page 1, and I think even if I just separately just did stealth camping guide, I also come up on page 1 of Google. Let's have a look. Yep, so I'm on there for both. So you can see Google likes the content that I've created. So let's go and have a look at that content so you can understand how you create evergreen content. So what I do is I take all of the blog reviews I've done for kit that I like and combine them into one big Uber blog, which I call an evergreen content. And in that, I tell you a little bit about some various things, and I offer tips all the way through on how to stealth or wild camp. And the usual rules apply. So there's some great pictures and various content. I also explain what stealth camping is. But you can see, once I talk a little bit about tactics, and I'll put a link to my blog in the video on this, but a bit further down you can see I start talking about specific products. So wild camping guide, there's an example there of sleeping solutions. So look, there's a wing tarp you can use in better weather, and there's the video about it. There's a mesh tent that you can use here, and there's the video about it. Thermarest, there's a video. I'm sure you're starting to get the idea. So what I've done is taken all of my reviews and put them all in one place, which is great for somebody that wants some examples of how to purify water or how to go stealth camping or how to do this. But what I've also done is put a lot of the content together in one place. Now you can see a lot of those have got links to the other reviews, which also means I'm cross-linking within my blog. What then happens is this big Uber evergreen blog tends to do really well on Google, and all of my other reviews also tend to move up the chain. So if they're perhaps position 4 in the past on page 1, my other blogs might move up to position 3 or 2. So that just gives you an idea for evergreen content. This is an idea that I did for stealth and wild camping. It doesn't just work for that. I think I did it for multi-day ultra kit list as well. So if you're a runner and you're looking for a kit list for multi-day ultras, I come up at the top. I think you don't even need to have multi-day. I think if you just literally type ultra kit list, I come up on page 1. Yeah, look at that. So again, same thing here, ultra kit list, pretty broad topic search. And yet what I've done is taken some standard format I've already told you about in my main blog, how to lay out a great blog with exciting pictures, and I've written a guide on what shoes should you use, and then you can see I'm tying together the existing content all in one place. What gaiters should you use, what socks should you use? I'm sure you get the idea here. So now you've got content that is really deep, but it's still very interesting to read. There's plenty of tips here. I tell you about stuff, where to save money. But again, some fantastic evergreen content with some great photos that people want to read. And again, obviously you can see this ranks very well on Google, and because it's cross-linking all my other blogs, it gets loads of, it boosts the rankings on the others. So there you go. I hope that gives you an idea of creating an evergreen content guide. There's much more information if you follow the link on the bottom of the YouTube description to the main blog on how to rank page 1 of Google. So there you go.